Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, June 14th. Due to some continued river flooding impacts, we saw some widespread river flooding, especially in the Yellowstone Island Park area yesterday and along several of our local streams here in Southeast Idaho. We'll see some scattered showers today, mainly looking at some upper Snake Plain, eastern highlands, snow and rain showers this morning, generally tapering off towards midday, and by this afternoon we should see some increased cloud cover with some scattered afternoon showers and thunderstorms, but we will see that continue to dry out. A little bit of a cold morning tomorrow, but things do warm up by the end of the week with some unsettled weather returning by the weekend. Some key points we're going to focus on today. Those morning showers kind of spreading across the upper Snake Plain, eastern highlands, looking to bring some rain, isolated snow showers, but things should taper off around noon, and we should see at least some picking up scattered afternoon showers with some isolated thunderstorms, mainly across the higher terrain. We do have multiple flood warnings in effect due to some recent snowmelt and rain that we received over the past few days. Mainly in basins are going to be impacted is going to be the Big Lost River, Big Wood River, Valley Creek, and up in Fremont County as well. And we do also have a wind advisory in effect throughout the day today. Mainly look at the Snake River Plain, eastern Magic Valley with some west winds, west-southwest winds 30 to 40 miles an hour with some gusts up to around 50. Return to some warm and dry conditions for Wednesday through Friday, so we see some much clearing skies by the end of today into tomorrow, with high temperatures rebounding back into the 80s to mid-90s for your Friday. We'll see some unsettled weather returning for the weekend with some widespread gusty winds, rain, and thunderstorms for Saturday, Sunday, but things do look to clear out by next Monday, and we'll start to see a little bit of a drying pattern as we get into early next week. Taking a quick look at satellite this morning, mostly clear skies across southeast Idaho, a little bit of increased cloud cover in the eastern highlands and central mountains, but that should be quickly dissipating throughout the later part of this morning with some scattered rain and snow showers, primarily in the eastern highlands. Weather risk outlook for today. So we're mainly looking at some breezy winds pretty much across the board for everyone in here in southeast Idaho, with some kind of shower activity as it kind of working through that this morning in the upper Snake Plain, and then as we head further north this afternoon, looking at some scattered rain and snow showers, but mainly looking at the afternoon thread is going to be where it's a little bit more widespread across our central, southern, and those locations. We do have those river flooding impacts for today, so we're at least starting to see those rivers come down here in southeast Idaho this morning, but we do have some impacts continuing into Wednesday as well, mainly up near Rex for the Snake Plain and River area for your Wednesday. For Thursday, not a whole lot. Winds do calm down for Wednesday and Thursday, so not going to be as breezy, but by Friday into Saturday, start to see those winds pick back up, and with some more increased chances for some precipitation headed towards the weekend, we'll see some widespread light rain to moderate rain in the mountains with some isolated thunderstorms. Current watches, warnings, and advisories. So winter storm warnings to the north and heat watches to our south, but we're kind of in the middle right now with our flood watches and some colder temperatures with a wind advisory currently in effect. Hydrologic outlook. So main concern, again, is just be the central mountains and eastern highlands over these next few days. The rivers have been seeing a response, so we're starting to see that kind of work its way out of Yellowstone into our basins, Island Park area, Teton Basin area. I'll start to see the impacts as far as spreading out through the upper Snake Plain for tomorrow as well. So the current products that are out, we do have the flood warnings in effect again for Wood River Valley, Big Lost River area, and up in Fremont County as well, with that wind advisory again for the Snake Plain Magic Valley area. Here's a kind of looking around. So these are our action stage rivers here in southeast Idaho. We do the Big Wood River again. Starting to see them trend pretty much in all of these hydrographs here, at least trending back down. So we have had a prolonged period of some drier and cooler temperatures, helping to stop some of that snowmelt at our higher elevations, and with a lack of precipitation, that's helping our rivers be able to digest at least a little bit more of the water that they've been seeing. And action stage, this is kind of looking at where we're going to go. So the Teton River this morning just crested at 3.9. It's kind of looking as far as it's going to continue to at least stay in that action stage. So something to keep in mind if you're in the Teton County area. Henry's Lake, so we did see some flooding yesterday up in the eastern highlands, up around Island Park Basin. So it's continuing to see that, breaking some records as far as, surpassing the action stage there. Henry's Fork, so this is looking towards Rexburg. We will see that water continue to flow out of the eastern highlands down towards the Henry's Fork area near Rexburg. So this one of the confluence areas, starting to see that crest into action stage for your Wednesday. So something to keep in mind headed out that direction. And Cherokee Ketchum, again, we're still in the action stage on that one, but it is starting to come back down as we have had that prolonged period of no precipitation and some colder temperatures. Take a look at the thunderstorms, max wind gusts we saw yesterday. So just a few thunderstorms in the eastern highlands and along the Idaho-Wyoming border, but we did see widespread wind gusts above 40 to 50 miles an hour across the Snake Plain and Magic Valley. Should be seeing pretty similar winds today, maybe just slightly less across maybe the upper Snake Plain Arco Desert, but still about 40, 50 mile an hour winds for your Tuesday. Temperatures today starting off on the cooler side of things, so cold enough to support snow in the eastern highlands areas this morning, but elsewhere it should be in the pretty comfortable in the low to mid 30s. Towards this afternoon, we do warm back up into the 40s to mid 50s, pushing 60 degrees as you head down towards Twin Falls. Wind gusts this afternoon, again, looking at just about 40 to 50 miles an hour across the Snake Plain, Magic Valley, and the higher elevation zones. Temperatures for Wednesday, so we will see abundantly clear skies, so that will lead to some colder morning temperatures, especially Wednesday. So that'll be probably the coldest morning of the week. And seeing some 20s return to the Island Park, Driggs area, 25 in Stanley, but elsewhere should stay just above freezing through the I-15, I-86 corridor, but out towards INL and the upper Snake Plain. Could be seeing those temperatures flirting with that freezing mark. Afternoon highs on Wednesday do rebound, so we're back in the 50s to near low 70s as you head down towards the Magic Valley. So an overall pleasant Wednesday with pretty quiet weather, just some river flooding impacts as we're continuing to see the rivers respond to some recent snowmelt and precipitation. For Thursday, keeping with that warming trend throughout the remainder of the week, we will be seeing those temperatures, at least overnight recovery, back into the 30s to mid-40s, and afternoon highs continue to climb. We're back in the 70s to 90s for your afternoon on Thursday. And for Friday, keeping with that warming trend, this will be the warmest day of the week. So by Friday morning, we're seeing the low temperatures in the 40s to low 60s, but by the afternoon, temperatures widespread 80s, mid-90s as you head towards the Magic Valley. So overall, pretty pleasant Friday. It's going to be on the warmer side of things with some breezy winds, especially as we have our next system arriving. We're kind of taking a look at that here next. So wind gusts on Friday, we do have a monsoonal flow that's going to be kind of working up its way through the Arizona, kind of southwest, up into the Intermountain West throughout the weekend. So we'll be seeing some predominantly breezy south winds Friday through Sunday. So, potential wind advisory event Friday through Sunday, just looking at those stronger winds as they kind of work through with some widespread light precipitation, a little bit more moderate as you get into the mountains. And temperatures for Saturday, pretty much the same as far as what we saw on Friday, if not just a little bit cooler during the afternoon hours. Starting to see a little bit of a cooling trend as we get towards Sunday into Monday, but things should return to the pretty seasonable levels as we head towards early next week. So slight cool down for your Sunday and Monday, but things start to climb back by next Tuesday and Wednesday. And again, on Saturday, we're seeing those wind gusts again, about 30 to 40 miles an hour, so staying at least fairly breezy for your Saturday. And in summary this morning, due to those morning showers continuing across the upper Snake Plain and eastern highlands, let you look at some scattered rain and snow showers as you head towards the Teton Valley and eastern highlands. But those should at least dissipate towards around midday today with some scattered afternoon showers and isolated thunderstorms across the higher terrain. Due to some multiple flood warnings in effect from recent snowmelt and recent rain, so we're sadly seeing some of the river responses start to come back down, but some of those areas, especially outside of Yellowstone, we'll be seeing those rivers at least pick up as that water continues to flow out of those basins. Do have a wind advisory in effect throughout the day today, looking at the Snake River Plain, Magic Valley, west-south winds about 30 to 40 miles an hour with gusts up to around 50, but we will have a return to some warm and dry conditions Wednesday through Friday. So overall, pretty quiet Wednesday and Thursday. Winds pick back up for Friday, and we see those temperatures rebound again into the 80s to mid-90s for your Friday, with unsettled weather returning for this weekend. But that wraps up your weather briefing for today, Tuesday, June 14th. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to send us an email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have a wonderful day.